But my wife and I, we just finished celebrating our 3rd anniversary. Yes, 3 years. And a lot of you have come up to me and said, Brian, 3 years, man. And you're still happily married? How do you do it? What's your secret? Well, I'll tell you. But I got to give the credit to Pastor Mike, because when he married us, he gave a message that focused on communication. And it's because of that focus that I discovered this, that the secret to a successful marriage is strategic vagueness. Strategic vagueness. Ambiguosity. Obscuraciousness. Basically, good communication in my marriage means constantly keeping her unsure of what I actually mean. Now, you can't do that all the time, though, because sometimes you have to be definite, right? I've learned that certain phrases like kind of, you can't use phrases like kind of after certain comments. Like, I love you. Or, you look great in that outfit. Or you make me so happy. But there are other times where kind of is the perfect thing to say. Because it means, it doesn't mean yes, but you didn't say no. Or put her down or anything like that. So when she asks you, hey, do you think we can afford to go shopping this weekend? Kind of. So you didn't say yes, but you didn't say no. So you're open-minded. Or if she says, hey, can you tell that I've lost weight since yesterday? Kind of. See? So you're an optimist and a realist at the same time. You're both encouraging and grounded. My personal favorite is, honey, did I hurt your feelings? Kind of. See, because then, not a yes. Not a yes. Your feelings are probably all still intact, but you still get the special treatment. That's ambiguous. There's one other thing that I noticed that, guys, is just not in our favor that women have, and that is, I think that women use way more of their brains than we men do. I hate to say it, but I think it's true, and I'll tell you why. I've been driving a lot more for my job lately. And recently, I saw this girl drive by me, and I swear, she was steering with her knee, she was doing her makeup in the rearview mirror with her right hand, eating a sandwich with her left hand, while talking on her cell phone with one of those wireless earpieces on the freeway. If I tried to do that, I would be a smear on the concrete. I swear, she must have been using like 20% of her brain right there. Not using it very well, but that's a different topic. Another example that I recall, a while back, I was in the doctor's office, and I was waiting for the lady at the front desk to help me out. And I was standing there watching her, and again, she was talking on the phone while using one computer to update a patient's prescription, and then using another computer at the same time to look up driving directions on MapQuest, while using her left hand to enter information into both computers and her right hand to write down the driving directions. I don't even know how that's humanly possible. If I were to try to do that, my driving directions would probably read something like this. It'd probably be like, okay, take a right onto First Street and go 3 milliliters. Then take a left onto albuterol 3 times daily. Albuterol Way becomes Valium Street. Continue for 6 months. Take a slight right for nausea and indigestion. Don't attempt to drive while using these directions. Hey, Brian, I think you messed up my directions. One other thing that I've noticed too, guys, tell me if I'm wrong on this, but I think that women have a lot fewer taboos that apply to them than we men do. For example, like, it's okay for a woman to wear pants and still be feminine, but a guy can't wear a dress and still be masculine. That seems like a double standard to me. What if I want to wear a dress? Wait, Not that I want to wear a dress or anything. I'm just saying, what if? What if I wanted to? So, but they can. They do dress a lot more like us now than they used to. I mean, a couple hundred years ago, women did everything in dresses. They even swam in dresses. But now they wear jeans and t-shirts, and just like we do, pantsuits. Not that I'm complaining, but it does make a few things a little bit more confusing for us guys in the clothing department. For example, have you guys ever noticed that women's and men's running shoes are completely indistinct? They just look exactly the same. I can't tell the difference. You walk into Fred Meyer, if you're going to buy running shoes, you walk into Fred Meyer, and you go for the show, okay, I'm going to look at some shoes, going to buy some running shoes, looking at this one, no, that's not good, that's a dorky, I don't want that. You got one, oh, this one's nice, and you're looking at it and turning it over. You stick your hand inside it. Have you ever done that? I've seen people do this. You stick your hand inside the shoe, press on the sole. What does that accomplish? Can you tell anything from that? I've never seen anybody go to the store looking for shoes. They put their hand in there and be like, oh, that's way too uncomfortable. But, sir, you didn't even try the shoe on. I told you it's not good enough. It's not good enough for the hand. It's not good enough for my tootsies. And that shoe has no support. So, but you're looking at the shoes, you're pulling them off and everything. You eventually see another one that you like over here, and you're looking at that thinking, yeah, that could be a good shoe. And you realize that you're in the women's shoe section now. And you're all embarrassed. It feels like you just wandered into the lingerie section on accident. Your face gets all red, and you're looking around, like, does anybody see me? You put the shoe back. Kind of nonchalantly walk back over to the men's section over here. Sometimes you might even do the silent chuckle with the head shake just in case anybody was watching from a hidden corner or anything. It's like, silly women's shoes. But I think the reason that women are able to wear clothing that looks a lot like guys' clothing, and it's okay, but men aren't able to do the same the other way around, is because women are attractive, but men aren't. And I don't think that's just my opinion. Obviously, I don't think men are attractive, but I don't think that's just my opinion. I think I can prove that men just are not attractive, period. And here's my proof. If you were to go to the beach, okay, and a pretty girl walks by in a skimpy bathing suit. Now, you and I, we guys here, all of us here, right, you don't look. Okay, Job 31:1, I made a covenant with my eyes. We all know this one, correct? Let's give a round of applause to guys with self-control. Come on. Alright? But some guys do look. Okay? Some guys do. And we all know, just by instinct, what the expression on their face is going to be. It's just... Whoa. But on the reverse, if a guy, no matter how attractive you think he is, walks by in a Speedo, every girl that sees him is going to react the same way. They're like... Is he serious, Larry? I can't believe it. Oh my goodness. We'd all react that way because men aren't attractive. We're awkward, comical creatures. Alright? I think there's some truth to the joke that says that the reason God created Eve was he created Adam first, and when he was finished, he said, oh, I can do better than that. But some women, they come up to me and say, no, men are too attractive. My husband's attractive. Oh, yeah? Well, just try picturing your husband in a Speedo and try not to laugh. See? See? I told you. You'd never catch me wearing one of those. I would never come out of the ocean. I'd be so embarrassed. Until nightfall. Wouldn't matter if there were sharks and jellyfish or man-eating giant sea slugs. It wouldn't matter. Unless one of them attacked me, because then it's okay. If you're seriously injured, nobody's going to laugh at you. I've never seen anybody run up to help a guy who got bit by a shark and then laugh at his outfit. Nobody ever does. I hope nobody does that. I feel really bad for the guy who got attacked by a shark, and then when the paramedics show up, we're rolling on the sand in laughter. I would hate to be ushered into the next life by a beach of mocking laughter. But speaking of injuries, have you guys ever noticed that injuries are always tragic? They're always sad. But the opposite of one is hilarious. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this. Here's an example. It's tragic if somebody were to have an accident and get paralyzed from the waist down. That's awful. That's so awful. But what if you were paralyzed from the waist up? Like, what would that be like? You'd still be able to walk, but it would be like this. You wouldn't be able to open any doors or anything. You'd just be like getting your foot up there. Mom, I want to go to school. Wouldn't it be awful to be in middle school with an injury like that too? Because you'd be the butt of every mean kid's joke. You'd be like, hey Billy, how's it going? Jeremy, you know I can't get up. What about the psychological ones though? I mean, how would it be to be a schizophrenic that had voices outside your head? You'd be fine, but the whole rest of the world would be paranoid whenever they're around you. You'd be at the grocery store standing in line at the checkout counter, and then the lady next to you starts hearing a voice. And all of a sudden it's like, don't buy the Hot Pockets. The Hot Pockets are evil food. They'll turn you into a communist. Did you say something? No, I didn't say anything. Commie Pockets. I think I want these after all, man. Thank you. Or what about this? Like Eugene, this is the second worst place in the world to be for allergies, right? Everybody here has allergies. Pollen, hay, whatever. But what if instead of being allergic to pollen, you were addicted to it? All of a sudden, stopping to smell the roses isn't such an innocent activity anymore. Summer would be your favorite season, but for a whole new set of reasons. All right, that's all for me. Thank you. See, I told you.